Hi everybody, Robert Dyer, and welcome to the Robert Dyer channel Halloween Countdown, where we have just about 2 days to go here. One day depending when you're watching this. And today I have another special product this morning for a Halloween breakfast cereal, and this is Quaker Life Limited Edition Pumpkin Spice Life. Now, one of my earliest cereal memories is Life cereal. It's always been one of my favorite cereals since I was a small child. And you know, they have Original Life, and I also like Cinnamon Life. Apparently somewhere along the way they also recently added a Vanilla Life, which I've never had. Life cereal is something you can have. It's very crisp out of the package, but you can also let it sit in the milk and it becomes soft, more like oatmeal, and that's what I prefer to do. I'm probably in the minority. And of course, for the Halloween theme, you do have the pumpkins on here. It says limited edition. You have the other flavors advertised, and then on the back, I can specifically remember when I was a little kid and I was going to kindergarten and early grades in school, that while I was eating my Life cereal, that they had things on the back like mazes and games. And here I'm delighted to see that the tradition continues, that there's a corn maze here with there's a barn there, and on top of the silo is what looks like an angry jack-o'-lantern with a big devilish smile, and you have this corn maze to figure out while you're eating the cereal, and some other fall related scenes here. It could have been better to have more stuff there, and this has got very little fat in it, no saturated fat, 2% fat in general, and only 6 grams of sugar, and you get 8% fiber for the day, and it's 160 calories, which is with skim milk, which is a fate worse than death in my opinion. I can't stand to have less than 2% milk on cereal, preferably whole milk. Now I have to say that the size of these have shrunk from what they were when I was a kid. They're closer to the size of a Chex piece now. Now the aroma is pretty much Life cereal aroma. I don't smell any pumpkin. Let's go ahead and see how it tastes. Well, it's not overwhelming. There is a slight pumpkin and like a cinnamon nutmeg type flavor. Wonder where Tarnation Bob is and what's happened to him. He was going to go into the woods to search for that clown headquarters. Inside these woods is the creepy clown headquarters. Their invasion has paralyzed America. I alone can fix it. I'm going in. Well, this does not have really strong flavor. it doesn't quite live up to the pumpkin spice promise. It's just a very subtle flavor. Not much different than, I mean, I would say that Cinnamon Life is a lot more effective in terms of delivering the flavor that was promised. It's also unusual that the ingredients for a cereal is supposed to be pseudo-healthy. Does not say pumpkin or cinnamon or any other recognizable thing. The only thing that these flavors could possibly be under is that catch-all natural flavor phrase, so that's a little bit troubling. Also, a technical point is that the cereal bag ripped in an odd way, very poorly designed inside, and left a big gaping hole, so that means the cereal can't stay fresh as long in here. So that's something they ought to fix. Overall, I would say if you like Life cereal and you want just to have this sort of as a fall Halloween theme, I'll give them credit in that it's not just adding shaped marshmallows or something, that they actually are trying to give a fall flavor, but it's not as strong as it should be, I think. Very good packaging. For the problems with the bag, the somewhat disappointing flavor level, I'm going to go ahead and give this 4 stars. You'll still probably want to get it if you're a Life cereal fan. If you're not, better to go on to the Frosted Flakes or one of the Monster cereals for Halloween. Hope you like this video. Share it with your friends. Please subscribe, and I'll see you next time on this Halloween countdown. Bye, everybody.